Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Plants vs. Zombies. I know everyone's so excited for this one. This is going to be a short LP because I needed something to record that wasn't going to take a whole week and all that stuff to get ready in preparation for my next LP. So, this is going to be going up starting this week. I'm recording it the 22nd. It's gonna go, the first episode, this episode you're watching, is gonna go up tomorrow, the 23rd, aka today. So yeah, this is Plants vs. Zombies. If you've never played it before, I highly recommend giving it a shot. It's really fun. It's very simple. Plant things, plant your plants. Make sure the zombies don't get to your house. That's pretty much it, right? I highly recommend, you know, there's obviously a lot of challenges you can do. I don't feel comfortable doing some of these challenges. Like there's a no sunflowers challenge. If you don't know what that is, basically at the end of this level we will get, we will actually unlock those plants. So we were playing a new file because if we played my other file, we would just be grinding the same shit over and over again. Anyway, really quick, this bar down here is an indication of the level progress. You can kind of read it right there. And then, man, everything looks so good. What if I full screen it? Oh, that looks good. But the problem is now. Oh, I see. Hold on. Let's not full screen it. There we go. That's better. Anyway, level down here. There's obviously a progress bar. Up here, this is how much sun we have now. This is our pea shooter, which if we had enough sun, we could plant. Here's the menu. Obviously, we can adjust the music and sound effects. I'll put that back there. And let's grab our plant. The Bloom and Doom Seed Co. Thank you. Gives you additional sun. So obviously, in these daylight levels, which is like the first level ever, we're going to be getting sunlight. It's going to be coming down from the sun itself, but we're also going to get sun from these sunflowers. The game is giving you like just a basic rundown of, hey, this is what you should do. You know, the more sunflowers you have, the faster you can grow plants. Yes, this is true. Obviously, this is the tutorial level, so we will just chill out for a minute, let our suns accrue energy, or sun. Let our sunflowers accrue sun, and then we will start playing. Alright, let's put you there. So another thing is you can plant anywhere on these tiles. Like, I could put this here if I wanted. I'm not going to, but you can. Also, this flag down here, we'll find out more about it in a second, but this flag is an indicator of a huge wave. These are usually either halfway marks or end of level things that we would utilize. As you can tell though, we're getting a lot of sun. I mean, we just dropped a sunflower and a pea shooter at the same time, because I myself big fan of having lots of sunflowers. In fact, we're getting so many. We have what, 2 extra than we normally would have for a regular playthrough, or for like a regular layout. It's always fun. It's always fun getting a lot of sunflowers and just building up your army, basically. Yeah, that's fine. As you kill zombies, the progress bar keeps going. And yeah, these first few levels are going to be really easy. Oh, I didn't mean to plant you there. Well, hopefully I get enough sun in time that I can plant one here. Oh, yeah, we got it. There we go. Obviously, pea shooters do, let's just say, 1 damage. Alright, that way it's even. Another thing I hate doing is ending a level when everything's not even. I don't know why, but I have to keep everything even. It wasn't necessarily that I needed to have 3 rows of pea shooters. It's just I added that random one. Cherry Bomb blows up all zombies in an area. This thing is great when dealing with massive hordes. but that's about where they stop being good. Because look at that. Look at that slow charge. Slow recharge. Kind of makes it useless. Not useless, but like you want to hold off on getting these as often as possible. Or using them as often as possible, I should say. Now, it was a little risky for me to plant that sunflower, but we should be okay. Look at that, see? We got a whole pea shooter already. But anyway, yeah, this is a really fun game. I know a lot of people have probably played it or heard about it. I mean, it's one of, I think it's in the top, it's got to be in the top 20 best-selling games of all time, right? I mean, everyone I know knows about this game. Maybe that's just the boomer in me. I don't know. But it's a pretty well-known game, all things considered. So it's definitely worth giving it a shot, and I implore you to try it. Now, Plants vs. Zombies 2, I know it's free on mobile devices. I don't know if I would say it's worth it, though. I'm not the biggest fan of mobile games as a whole, because I hate advertisements. And unfortunately, you know, the only way mobile games generally make money is either through in-app purchases or advertisements. Because most of the time they're free games, so they gotta be supported some way. But, you know, I don't know. Sometimes, to me, I can't get past it, and it's really hard for me to kind of accept that. It's hard for me to get past, you know, advertisements in my games. Because I don't want to play a game for like 2 seconds and then get ripped out of it, you know. I think there is like a, if you're willing to spend money, I think there is like a not a premium version, but like a no ads version of PvZ2. I could be just talking out of my ass. But yeah, and also you might be wondering, why am I not playing the Plants vs. Zombies Reawakened or Replanted version? I'm not made of money. as we just went over, I'm not made of money. In fact, I just paid my taxes a couple days ago, and wow, taxes just burned a hole through my fucking wallet. It was pretty rough. I guess I could show off what cherry bombs do. So just plant them, and boom, they will blow up everything that is connected to it. So if you place one here in this box, it'll hit everything in this 3x3 grid here. As long as it's not like on the edges. I think the edges is where it starts getting a little weird. Anyway, new plant. We got the walnut. Knocks off zombies and protects your other plants. This is a great plant. We love him. We love the walnut. But like actually, the walnut's great. I really wish I could organize these plants, but you can't until you have an excess number. Because, okay, like, am I crazy? I feel like maybe not everyone does this, but you gotta put the sunflower in your first slot, right? It's either your first or your last slot. It's nothing in the middle. You can't have your sunflowers in the middle. That's just not how it works. You can't have that. You can't have that. That's not fair. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just weird like that. I also like to try and make it like an increasing number of sunflower energy or sun energy. But yeah. I keep saying but yeah. This is the problem. I don't do a Let's Play for like 2 weeks. Like I don't record for like 2 weeks. And then when I start recording again, it's like and it's so embarrassing when I go to rewatch the video to edit it. It's just so embarrassing. How embarrassing. I almost did some filler words again. I almost did it. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? This would be a great place, but for a but yeah, dude. Well, yeah. I don't know. I know that I'm a little bit more critical of myself. Whenever I watch other people, like especially Nintendo Capri Sun, I don't think he's really done it a lot lately. I don't know. I haven't watched him in a while, admittedly. Well, I haven't watched a lot of his content lately, I should say. I've watched a lot of his old stuff. And I continue to watch a lot of his old stuff. I'm not saying Tim's like a bad Let's Player. I don't know. I'm just nostalgic sometimes, because whenever I watch those old LPs, it really brings me back to, and he might feel old when I say this, I don't know, he's probably heard it a million times. It brings me back to my childhood. Like the first ever Nintendo Capri Sun LP I watched, I am almost 100% certain, I might be misremembering, but I'm almost 100% certain it was Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Wait a minute, was it Legend of Zelda? Was it Majora's Mask, or did I watch Conkers? I genuinely can't remember. Because for me, the way I got introduced to Tim was through Proton John, because I watched Proton John, and then I watched Tim, and I watched the Runaway Guys, and I thought, wow, Chugga's really annoying. Then I started watching Chugga Conroy stuff, and I was like, wait, this is actually really entertaining. This is scratching the itch. And you know, here we are. You know, fucking 14 years later. That's crazy to think about. Holy shit. Dude, okay, now I gotta look up Tim's LPs. I'm gonna be mad if I don't look this shit up. I gotta mute my shit. Okay, here we go. NCS, visit channel, playlist. Alright, let's go all the way back. I am 90% certain my first ever LP I watched of Tim's. Oops. I'm just not gonna play another walnut. Was... Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't Majora's Mask. It was, I'm looking this up. I don't care. Future me. Deal with it. My first ever LP of Tim's I watched was Metroid Prime. And after I watched Metroid Prime, I watched Majora's Mask. And then I went and watched, I'm at least pretty certain he did Majora's Mask. Was Majora's Mask? Because he wasn't posting Majora's Mask. Yeah, so I watched Metroid Prime, and then I went and watched Majora's Mask. And around that time, I also watched this Final Fantasy X LP, because I didn't even know Final Fantasy games existed at that point in my life. I didn't know what the fuck that was. And I was like, wow, this looks really fun. And then I started playing Final Fantasy. So thanks to Nintendo Capri Sun for getting me into Final Fantasy. I probably would have eventually gotten into it anyway, but he really kickstarted it. Anyway, the shovel lets you dig up a plant to make room for another plant. Here in this level, we get introduced to Crazy Dave. The name's Crazy Dave, but you can just call me Crazy Dave. Listen, I've got a surprise for you. The first I'll need you to clear your lawn. Use your shovel to dig up those plants. Let the digging commence. Okay, let's dig up our pea shooters. Okay, goody. Now for the surprise. We're going bowling. Yeah, take this walnut. When I put a walnut in your head, because I'm crazy. Now go bone me a winner. True, actually. Yeah, anyway, I don't know. As I was saying way before, because I can't finish a fucking thought, the reason why I don't know why I'm so critical of myself saying but and all that stuff, because like I watch LPers do it all the time, and like these people are like if you go watch Chugga Conroy's Soul Silver Let's Play right now, he probably does but like 8 times in a video. And I'm not trying to like diss Chugga. Like obviously he's very successful, he's very good at what he does. It's just tough for me to be like, I don't know, I feel like it helps me I try to remain professional, but it keeps me cognizant of like what I'm actually saying. Does that make sense? Maybe that doesn't make sense. Maybe I'm just bullshitting myself. Okay, can we hit a 3 for... Perfect, we got a 4. Wow. Ooh, that was a big one. Damn, I was really hoping you would go the other way. You there, you there. One thing I do notice with my LPs as well is just... I tend to be very critical of my audio, despite... One of the compliments I keep getting from people that I just like talk to is that my voice is nice, which I don't really agree with. I think they're just bullshitting, but that is something I have consistently gotten compliments on across my YouTube videos, as well as, I mean, not like in comments, because like nobody comments on my videos, which is fine. But like in person, people tell me, "Oh, your voice is like great. You have a voice for radio." And I'm like, I know this is a nice thing that you're trying to say, but holy shit. Wow, that makes me feel so strange, you know. Anyway, we got another new plant, the potato mine. Explodes on contact, but takes time to arm itself. I don't know. I do enjoy Let's Playing as a whole and making videos and such. I mean, I also enjoy my scripted videos, but they are just a lot more work. Like, just so much fucking work, dude. I'm not even trying to, like, sit here and be like, oh, man, you know, I can crank those puppies out in just about an hour. Let's check out the potato mine. So when you plant it, it kind of just sits there for a minute, charging up, is what I like to say it does. It just sits there and charges. And eventually, it'll pop up just like that. And if that is blinking, which I don't know what that looks like if you're colorblind, I'm sorry. That means it's primed and ready to spadow. Kaboom. So yeah, that's it. It acts as a cherry bomb. It will remain active and hit. I believe it actually just hits like these 5. I don't know if it hits behind, but it does hit and activate as a bomb, as a cherry bomb. Maybe it does hit all the 3x3. I don't know. Shit's weird. Man, talking about Tim's LPs got me wanting to go back and watch again. I think my favorite LP of Tim's, which isn't even that old, it's his Secret of Mana LP. That was a game my sister and I loved. In fact, we didn't know Secret of, or did I say Secret of Mana? I meant Secret of Evermore. Secret of Evermore is the LP that I loved watching of Tim's. I also watched this Secret of Mana LP, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to kill this guy. Let's place that there. Oh, that didn't work. Well, let's just dig you up. Oh my gosh, I didn't go over the zombies. So the Conehead zombies, Travacone zombies, Conehead zombies, they have just a little bit more health than the regular zombies. They move the same speed, I'm pretty sure. But as you can tell, they have a lot more health. I'm just gonna start doing this. We are pretty much set in terms of energy production, so I'm not too upset about it. What was I gonna talk about? I'm still talking about Tim's LPs. Oh, right. So we started playing Secret of Evermore well before I found out about Tim and the Runaway Guys and everything, and Let's Plays on YouTube in general. And we eventually found out that Secret of Evermore was 2-player, and we didn't understand that. We didn't know. Because, like, when we were growing up, we didn't have access to, like, the internet and stuff, and we didn't... I mean, honestly, we also didn't super get along when we were kids. We did sometimes, but not very often. Oh, and this is a pole vaulter. He will jump over the first plant he interacts with, providing he doesn't die before then. He's really fast. That's about where it ends. Alright, let's just dig you two up. Ooh, it's time for a cool one. Literally and figuratively. It's time for our first snow pea. Shoots frozen peas that damage and slow the enemy. But eventually, though, the reason why I bring up Secret of Evermore and my sister and I playing, eventually we found out about Secret of Mana, which we played on my SNES Classic, and we were like, wait a minute, this is 2-player, and so we played it, and we got all the way to like the final area before we haven't. It's been like 2 or 3 years since we played last, which is a little unfortunate. But you know, life happens. Sometimes you just gotta let it go by. Let it go by. Whew. Good lord, though. I'm getting cooked. Yeah, we've been playing Secret of Mana together because we didn't realize the Secret of Evermore was 2-player. But that makes me really want to go back and play that game again. I should... Oh, man. Another game I need to play is Contra, but I'm very bad at Contra. It's a little embarrassing how bad I am at Contra. I think it's just like bullet hells. I think it's, for me, what makes me bad is that I'm just not good at understanding health management when it's a one-touch you die game. I don't know. Maybe I'm just making excuses. That is how I feel, though. It's just, I don't get it. Like, is that just supposed to be really challenging? Is it supposed to... I mean, I know it's supposed to just be, like, challenging, but I don't know. Alright, let's finish our row of pea shooters here and then start working on our snow peas. Man, is this really going to be the LP that I just don't talk about the game ever? That feels very me-coded, to be honest. Okay, so snow peas. They do a little bit more damage, I'm pretty sure. But they also, as you can tell, slow the enemy down. And then after the pole vault uses his stuff, he will take a minute. Alright, I'll just blow you up. It's not too bad when you lose a potato mine, because you only effectively lost 25 energy. Oh man, dude. Honestly, I want to just sit here and talk about Tim's old LPs. That was like a time on YouTube when things were so much simpler. Like, I know I sound like such a, maybe not arrogant asshole, but like an old man, I guess. Because, like, old YouTube was legit. Generally, like, genuinely, it was better. I feel like I encountered a lot of the slop that you have nowadays. It felt a lot more unique back then, I guess. Because, like, back then you knew you were watching just, like, a bad video. But that's kind of the magic of it. Nowadays, they're just, like, low effort, low energy, low everything, and you're just kind of like, ugh. I don't know. I think that's why I appreciate like skit channels so much, is because like Viva La Dirt League, because they like you could tell they actually give a shit about their production and their quality and everything. I don't know. Maybe I'm just an old fart. What to do? What to do? Honestly, maybe I should just put on Tibbs LP in the background and see if anyone notices. Just like put it in like a random corner of the video. It's like, yeah, here's Tibbs' old LP here. But yeah, watching NCS was always a good time. I remember. Golly, what? I remember the Magmore Cavern song. Not super well, but I remember he mentions. I think he mentions Hilary Duff in it, unless I'm thinking of his Super Metroid LP. I don't know. A lot of things have happened since then. A lot of things have happened. Where he does the Ridley's hideout. Because I know he mentions Depends, which is really funny. As a kid, I didn't get it, but then, like, you know, as you get older, you learn about life and things. Oh, shit. Okay. This guy should just be dead. Alright, good. Also, yeah, if it's not in a clear indicator, when a zombie loses its arm, it like loses its ability to quickly eat whatever plant you have. And then when it loses its head, it's dead, but also it can't eat your plant if it's already on your plant, if that makes sense. Holy smokes, I've been recording for almost 30 minutes already. One level is this long? Or like one world, I guess? That's okay. That is one of the things I don't miss about old YouTube. Is you can just have a video that is 40 fucking minutes long if you wanted. Gosh. No, I feel like people are gonna judge me though. It's like, why did you put 2 rows of sunflowers here? Why did you put your your snow pea up front instead of in the back? Yada yada yada. Because I'm living my life the way I want to live my life, okay? Everyone's got their own little quirks. Oh, God. That's okay. It was already out of whack anyway. Another seed. Jumpa. Jumpa. Devours a zombie whole, but is vulnerable while chewing. Oh. Oh, a new introduction of zombie. The Buckethead zombie. First things first. Do this. And that. Actually, I don't... I'm going to do that. There we go. That's a good lineup. Buckethead zombies, much like the traffic cone zombies, they have more HP than the previous tier of zombies. So it goes regular zombie, traffic cone, and then Buckethead. And the Buckethead tanks a lot. So generally what you want to do is get to a point where you can have walnuts up front and then chompers behind them. Now, chompers are expensive, as you can tell, 150 energy. But, I mean, they're permanent. So when they sit there, they're sitting there until they get eaten or dug up. I would love to plant another sunflower, but I think it would be best if we just wait till here. Yeah. This is kind of where the game gets interesting, because you're going to have to start making decisions like, okay, do I want to plant another do I want to produce more energy, or do I want to just get some weapons out on the field? And most of the time, your answer is probably going to be, I want weapons out on the field. But there are cases where sunflowers ain't a bad idea. I mean, like, something I've seen, I think a speedrun do it, maybe? I don't know for sure. But they just, like, line of sunflowers in one of the rows, and then they don't touch it the rest of the game, which is really interesting to me. Come on, one more. Thank you. Yeah, honestly, I could probably just start working on my other offenses, because when we get to a metal bucket, we're cooked. We are oh so cooked. I'll hold off on the snow pea. Let's put you down. There it is. Okay. So, you can slow it down, though. That's obviously a huge positive. And then we're going to put this guy here. You might be wondering why the hell did I put it there? It's because I'm going to put the chomper here. Now, the chompers are vulnerable while they're chewing, but they can chew up to this point, as long as, you know, they're on the walnut. So you'll see that we haven't done nearly enough damage, right? But then, once he gets close enough, it's jump, jump. So that's fun. Anyway, let's get another set here. I love the music of this game, too. Like, it's deceptively peaceful. Which I guess is probably the purpose of it, but... Now, one nice thing about chompers is that they recharge fast. Like, this thing's already ready, and we just planted this not too long ago. We are, unfortunately... Okay, we got a full row of snow peas and pea shooters, so we should be okay. Let's plant that there. Start charging up the next one. Let's get a chomper right there. Because you can never be too safe with the metal zombies, or the buckethead zombies. Look at that, he's back to normal already. Let's find another one. I guess there's not really a need to plant all of these, but you know. And yomp. There we go. We just missed the one walnut, which I'm going to point out because it bothered me too. The repeater fires 2 peas at a time. Alright, so this is where it gets a little tricky. Do you want chompers or do you not want chompers? I personally don't really like having chompers. I like this loadout a lot more. I like having 3 rows of peas. Honestly, this is how I kind of would set it up too, is literally just ding, 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 ding. So this would be the first 5 rows here. First 5 rows would be literally this. Or 6 rows, sorry, because I do 2 rows of sunflowers, and then the next 3, and then the walnuts. Now, you don't have to be as conservative as I am in terms of distance, because, like, you can put the walnuts up here if you wanted. Like, you can plant legitimately anywhere on this board if you want. You're not restricted to just, like, back here or right in the middle. You can go up front if you want. There are valid strategies that have you building up front, and that's cool. That's awesome. That's one of the beautiful things about this game and its sequel, is just the ability to plant anywhere. Well, PvZ 2, you're a little bit more limited, but that's just because of some other things that are in the game that you would have to learn about. I do want to get a repeater out if possible. Okay, just one more, please, 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 please. There we go. Okay, we'll put you there. So it's literally just a pea shooter, but they fire twice. I think they do fire a little bit more often than a regular pea shooter as well. So it's just kind of like a double whammy almost. Come on, give me some energy here. Come on! Thank you. Give me some energy. Oh, shoot. Give me some energy, please. Please, 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 please. A little bit more. Come on, one more, one more. Thank you. Let's just get rid of that guy. Let's not even think about him. This guy might be able to just insta-kill him. Uh-oh. Okay, that's arm down. Oh, that's not good. There we go. We're fine. It does get a little stressful sometimes, so you do need to be a little weary. Golly. I guess a good question for today's episode is, if you've seen Nintendo Capri Sun's LPs, what was your favorite one? Quick and easy engagement. If you haven't seen his stuff, what of his stuff would you be most interested in watching? I feel like that's an easy, you know, get out of jail free card type of question. There's no wrong answer. Honestly, you could say most games from, oops, I didn't mean to click out of the game. Most games from pre-2000 and he's probably done it. I mean, he grew up with those games, so it makes sense, but like, yeah, anyway. There we go, full row. Oh, this is our first wave. We still got plenty of time. Let me just start planting these walnuts, man. Now, another thing I like to do when it comes to having the repeaters is if I get to a point where all of my stuff's already built up and I just have a bunch of excess energy, I like to start digging up my regular pea shooters and replacing them with repeaters. Now, I know it's a DS exclusive thing. I'm pretty sure it's a DS exclusive. Maybe that's also on the PvZ too. But you can actually retain some of the energy used in a whenever you dig up a plant. There's like an upgrade you can get. Speaking of the DS version, has anyone ever played the DS version of Plants vs. Zombies? Because I have, and I have never met anyone that has. And it scares me. Because I'm like, that shit was the definitive way to play Plants vs. Zombies, in my opinion. It had so much great content. All the power-ups you got were really cool. I don't know. Maybe I'm just dumb. The song is so simple, and it's endlessly looped, and it's still good. How they did it, I'll never figure it out. Another thing I actually want to mention, which is unrelated to Plants vs. Zombies, is... I don't even know why I want to mention this, but I do. I'm setting up for it to be like some weird cringe-ass thing. It's not. It's literally just... I've literally forgotten it. I took so long building it up. Oh! My first ever Proton John video was a really bad Mario World ROM hack. And when I say really bad, I mean like bad. I'm curious if I can find it. I'll probably look it up in between episodes because I'm probably gonna record a second episode tonight of this. But oh, I didn't realize we're on level 19 already. So there are 9 individual spots in each, I guess, world. But on the level, at the end of level 9, instead of a plant you would get, like a seed, you instead get this. Hello, we are about to launch an all-out attack on your house. Sincerely, the zombies. Also, yes, I know I named myself Chump. That's just how it is. During these all-out attacks, you don't actually have to worry about sun. You don't have to worry about it remotely. So what I'm going to do is plant that there, plant you back there. And I'm just going to try and build up as we go. So you get this little thing here. I really should be building down here where I don't have any defenses. Ooh, a snow pea, perfect. I'll put you there. Perfect. Now, obviously, I can dig up all this stuff and redo it. Also, obviously, hold on to your cherry bombs during these levels. Potato mine, okay, I'll put that there. Or cherry bombs. Hold on to your cherry bombs, baby. Gotta hold on to your cherry bombs. Another potato mine. I did kind of build a little bit far forward, huh? That's okay. Got some more defense there. Hold on to you just in case. There we go. I don't know, maybe I should just build it here? We'll wait. I need another... what I really need is more walnuts. I'm surprised I don't have any yet. Another potato mine. Chompa. I think I might die before the potato mine. Yeah, okay. Okay, this is filled out. You know what? Screw it. We'll just plant these here. Worst case, we dig them up. Bum 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 bum. God, I love the music in this game. It's just pleasant, as I've said before. Now we'll just start digging these up and replace them with repeaters if we can. Another walnut. Bum, 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 bum. I do also think snow peas do a little bit more damage than the regular Joe Schmo. Just slightly, though. I don't know. I don't know the exact numbers. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what it feels like. Hold on. Perfect. Look at that damage, baby. Guess I'm building up this way. I'm just gonna plant these here, but I'm gonna delete them. Because if you fill this up all the way and you hold on to too many things, they will stop, like, scrolling, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Alright, we'll just hold on to this. Yeah, this is fine. It does bother me a little that we just have 2 snow peas there, but... yeah, fuck it. We've replaced all of these with repeaters, so there's no point in doing anything else. Well, fuck it. More repeaters, baby. This one. Let's just plant you, dig you up. Bum, bum, bum. Oh. Yeah, I guess I do have enough cherry bombs. I could just activate some of those. Alright, we're good on snow peas. Yeah, we're chilling. Cool, let's just watch the rest of this level play out because we don't need to do anything else. Oh, wait a minute. We can do that. Perfect. So yeah, we're just waiting for the end of the level to arrive. There's nothing else for us to do at this point. I mean, we could build out our defenses even further, But again, there's no need. There is zero need for that. Oh man, I can't believe playing this game is just a trip down memory lane. Like that's the crazy part to me. Well, alright. Pretty simple. I think a great way to end this is with a bomb. Alright. We got our next seed. We completed the first world, I guess you could call it, of Plants vs. Zombies. Our first lawn. You got a new plant. The Puff Shroom shoots short-range spores at the enemy. And we will find out next time what that does. So thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you for more Plants vs. Zombies. See ya.